Last night's White House Correspondents' Dinner turned into a travesty when comedian Michelle Wolf turned in a crude and cursing performance that not only trashed the president, but such aides as Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who was sitting right there on the dais, and Kellyanne Conway.
If a tree falls in the woods, how do we get Kellyanne under that tree? I'm not suggesting she gets hurt, just stuck.
Joining us now, Ed Henry, Fox's chief national correspondent and a past president of the White House Correspondents Association. We were both there at the dinner. Yeah. I've never seen a performance like that. She was not only nasty, but she was dropping F-bombs on live television carried by CNN, MSNBC. What's your take as someone who's gone through this process?
Even worse, she was joking about abortion. I won't even repeat the jokes. They were so vile. Bottom line is, I understand Margaret Tlaib as president. I respect her. It's a tough job. You're up there. You pick the comedian. And there is a First Amendment in this country, whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they're going to say, First Amendment protects stupid and vile things as well. However, I think it's long past time, here we are, hours later, for the association to put out a simple one-sentence statement, say, we do not agree with this. These personal, vile attacks on Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who is a good person. Dare I say that if Hillary Clinton had been elected and Jennifer Palmieri were up there and got all these personal attacks about your appearance, and I won't even add and dignify.
I don't even want to play it.
It's ridiculous.
I don't even want to play it.
And so the association should apologize. Period. Stop.
Okay, I agree with you on that. You know who else agrees with you is Andrea Mitchell, who just tweeted apologies owed to Press Sec, Sarah Sanders, and others.
We invited her in.
Grossly insulted by Michelle Wolf. Comedian was the worst since Imus insulted Clinton.
We invited her to dinner. We should have treated her with respect. I don't need to say anything beyond that.
Right,
Treat her
and
with
it casts
respect.
a stain on the whole event. I mean, whatever nice things
We're talking about the First Amendment and valuable things. By the way, and I'm hearing this on social media, I am not letting the president off the hook. When he said the press is the enemy of the American people months and months ago, that was not right. He shouldn't have said that. You might disagree with individual stories to tar the entire media, including me, including you, that we're the enemy of the American people. Yeah. I'm not letting him off the hook about that.
Right.
But we should show respect to the president. We should show respect to the press secretary. I shouldn't even have to say that. That's elementary. And people right now are not doing that. And she is a press secretary. She's a professional woman. Yep. She puts herself out there. Attack her for what she says about Syria. Attack her on substance. Yeah. Do not attack her personally.
Right. And I give comedians a wide berth, but this was just so far beyond the pale. And by the way, Michelle Wolf not apologizing. She just went on Twitter.
She'll make more money off this.
Yeah, well, she wants to be famous. Yeah. She went on Twitter and said, I was actually complimenting Sarah Sanders' eye makeup.
Right, ridiculous. Yeah. But here's my bottom line point. The White House Correspondents Association can be, could be, and should be better than a gutter comedian.
Right. And Margaret Tlaib of Bloomberg, the president, is not apologizing. So
I hope she will. I hope
we'll see if that changes.
Before tomorrow's briefing, issue an apology.
Let me move now to the president's Fox and Friends interview, because one thing that drew a lot of attention was what he had to say about his personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. Take a look.
Michael would represent me and represent me on some things. He represents me like with this crazy Stormy Daniels deal.
So a lot of certain journalists saying he previously distanced himself from that case. Now he's saying Michael Cohen did represent him. Are journalists right that was a misstep?
Well, I don't think it's a shock that Michael Cohen represented him. We know this. There are documents, so people are kind of overplaying that. However, where the president continues to kind of misstep there, I think, is, from a media perspective, I've never seen any public figure comment on a legal matter and it go well for them. Your lawyers tell you, let that play out in the court, don't get involved, and I think he pours gasoline on whatever fire might be out there when he comments. And so, but on the other hand, I spoke to the president because it was Take Your Daughter to Work Day, I think that same day, and he told me, look, I was on Fox and Friends for a half hour, and then every other network, he told me in private, played the whole thing. And even though they were criticizing him, he doesn't care. He said everybody was talking about everything I had to say, and he said he told me he's going to do more of it.
He says, Kellyanne Conway says he may call into Fox and Friends once a month. It was on all the cable networks, almost in real time. Here's how CNN handled it. Let's put up the banner from Don Lemon's show. We got that? President Trump's unhinged interview.
This is where, I just, again, I'm not giving him a pass. I think his comments on Michael Cohen probably didn't help him. Okay. But the bottom line is, you see this with banners more and more at some other networks.
He's
crazy.
He's a madman.
Crazy, unhinged. Right. There is the idea of fair and balanced coverage. I'm just laughing. It's not even close.
Has gone out the window. Out the window. I know Don Lemon doesn't like him, but the banner is supposed to be kind of like a neutral headline. All right, you used to shout questions at presidents. Take a quick look at ABC's Jonathan Karl asking one the president didn't like.
Mr. President, what about Michael Cohen? Are you considering a pardon
Thank you
for
very
Michael
much.
Cohen?
Stupid question. Go ahead. Anybody else, please?
Pardon for Michael Cohen. Stupid question, says the president.
It's a fair question. It's inbounds. Again, president has First Amendment right to say what he wants, by the way. I'm not criticizing that, but I know John Karl. I've worked with John Karl. I'll try to do a Lloyd Benson kind of thing. I respect John Karl, and he's a fair journalist.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was a question I was going to get an answer.
But it didn't mean it was a stupid
All right. Ed Henry, good to see you last night at the dinner. Great to see you today.
Good to see you again.